Hi, everyone who is listening. So I'll be talking tonight about social media creation with regards to creating content related to film, or filmmaking. So here's a short unofficial guide to content creation. So let me just express na unofficial siya because um, when I graduated from FEU, we didn't have a content creation class. No, so all I needed to learn about content creation, I learned on the field. No, while doing actual content. No, kumbaga parang through immersion na through immersion ko na natutunan lahat ng natutunan ko. So itong mga knowledge na i-share ko sa inyo, yung mga natutunan ko throughout my journey with my team in Sini Panghalina, no? Na hindi ko natutunan technically on any school or any talk or webinar. No? It's just through practice. So before we start, I'd just like to give a short background about our team. No? So my team is called Sini Panghalina. No? So if we started in 2016, we used to be a short film production and we produced no third year college ko siya nabuo and then we were able to produce 3 short films, Madungaw, Bisperas, na nilalaban namin locally and internationally. So the plan was noong 2020, we were supposed to make our first full-length film entitled Alikmata. But unfortunately, because of what happened noong 2020, we weren't able to do it. No? Up until now, naka-hold pa siya. No? So what happened was, yung team ko sa Alikmata, nagkahiwa-hiwalay kami nung time of 2020. Nagkahiwalay kami in parts of different parts of the country. So hindi namin siya magawa, no? So everybody was stuck at home and everybody was doing stuff online. So we figured na why not make an FB page, no? So doon kami nagsimula, no? So when we began um our objective was just simple and selfish. No, we only just wanted people to know the name Sini Panghalina. Yun yung primary motive namin. Makilala lang ng mga maging familiar lang sa mga tao yung napaka-weird na name ng production namin na Sini Panghalina. So nung nagpo-progress na kami, nung gawa na kami ng gawa ng content and now 2 years na kami in content creation, na-realize namin na ultimately and completely not about our production anymore na yung page namin, no? But it has become this hub for filmmakers, enthusiasts to express their love for films and cinema. No, so now ang current status namin is ganito na namin madedefine ang sarili namin, ang organization namin as of the moment. No? We are a group of passionate individuals that produce daily social media content which informs, educates, inspires, entertains aspiring filmmakers, students, and working professionals in the media and entertainment industry. No, so our team is composed of 90 passionate members, ranging from 16 to 27 years old. All are volunteers from different parts of the country, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. No, so itong mga kasama ko sa Sinipanghalina, lahat sila ay pumunta sa organisasyon namin para maging parte ng organisasyon namin at gumawa ng content for our page. No, so every 4 months palaki yung team namin kasi palaki yung number of people who want to join our community to be able to makapag-express din nila sa pagmamahal sa pelikula with our team. So we currently have 117,000 followers on Facebook, and we're also on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Recently lang in Twitter lang. So our social media creation is dati 4 platforms, ngayon is transitioning na into 5 different platforms. No, so bibigyan ko lang in this short conversation with me, no, I will just be giving you some 15 tips on how to make effective content, no, based on how we create content in Sinipang Arena. No, so number one, most importantly, is to gather good and passionate people to create with. No? So generally, some content creators create content on their own, no? But some kailangan natin aminin na hindi natin kayang gawin mag-isa. But not everybody is built for content creation, no? So you need to find really good people to work with, no? Because it really takes a lot of time and passion and hard work to be able to create content, and it's most bearable and it's fun actually working with and creating content when the people you're working with is natutuwa din sa ginagawa niyong content. So, so typically in content like our in a page like ours, no, ang mga positions na available is the creative manager, no. So ako yun, no. So my role in our production is ako yung nagre-recruit sa mga tao, and at the same time I am also the one who checks all the content that comes out of our page, no. From scripts to layouts to edits to everything, no? Everything creatively, uh, anything that associates creatively, no, I'm the one who says yes or no. And then we have our social media managers, no? Sila yung nagpo-post ng mga content, and at the same time, sila yung nagma-manage ng timeline, making sure each and every content comes out at the correct time and date, no? So in our team, we have social media managers for each platform, no? So yung minention ko kanina yung Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter, meron tigi-isang social media manager mga para na-maintain nila yung mga original content for each. So in our page, no, we call our writers content producers because beyond writing, no, they also interview people, coordinate with people, do research, do video and image research para yun yung mga ginagamit for the content. No? So sila yung may vision and utak sa likod ng mga content na lumalabas sa page namin. And then we have graphic artists and designers. No, so graphic artists, sila yung gumagawa ng mga digital illustrations or ng digital art ng mga content, and graphic designers, sila yung mga nagle-layout ng mga layout content or vector content. So medyo similar roles nila. One is art lang and one is layout. No, and then video editors and motion graphic artists. No? So we also produce video content. So and video editors edit the content, and the motion graphic artists are the ones who put the graphics on the content. So yeah. So number two naman is define your content topics. No, so it's super important to be clear kung ano bang klaseng content, as a content creator, ano bang mga klaseng content ang gusto mong ilabas, no, tungkol saan ba sila, no. So kailangan i-define mo yun sa sarili mo, no. So if you want to be really different and iba-iba yung topic mo every time, okay lang din naman, no. But when you're starting, siguro it's good na ma-define mo siya sa sarili mo muna, no. So in terms of our page, no, kapag din-define kung ano ba yung mga pre-produce namin, we produce contents in 4 different sectors, no. Filmmaking, kung paano gumawa ng isang pelikula, or kung paano ka ba maging filmmaker, or na mag-take. And next naman is about films, anything about films, critiquing films, ending films. So same with television, no. Exploring the characters, exploring storylines, no, kung paano mo mas mapapalawak ang mga audiences mo with regards to appreciate. Then lastly is horror, no? Kasi before we were in social media, we were a horror film production, no? So we felt like going into social media production, di namin i-abandon yung identity na yun, no? Kasi it's one of the defining things about us, no? Before we went into social media. And actually, nakakatulong din siya kasi as we know, not a lot of people are big fans of this genre, no? And somehow our page is able to napapalawak namin yung mga isip nila na baka worth it naman pala panoorin ng mga horror films. No? For us kasi, sometimes they are very overlooked. So, again, define your content topic. So, this is the way we define it. No? So, ikaw, ano bang klase mga natatapos doon? Next naman is define your objectives. No? So, kapag nalaman mo na kung tungkol saan ba yung content na gusto mong gawin, ang next mo namang isipin is, ano bang gusto mong iparating sa mga content niyan? Ano bang gusto mong ma-achieve niya kapag nilabas mo siya sa mundo? No? So, kami, in Sinipang Halina, we have 5 objectives. No? So, number 1 is to educate. No? Yung mga contents namin ay nagtuturo ng mga lessons or values or mga concepts na sa tingin namin hindi pa ganong alam ng general public or ng people outside the field or mismong mga interested pa lang sa field. So, and next naman is to inform, no? Nagbabalita din bagong ganap in the world of film and television. So, nagiging access din kami sa information dito sa page na. Next naman is to entertain, no? So, actually, very entertain, no? Kasi di naman lahat ay laging dapat seryoso and dapat informative and educative, no? So sometimes kasi, especially when we were starting noong 2020 and 2021 when the world was so um, silent and so sad, no? When everybody was stuck at home, no? We provided entertainment for people na kahit naman nakakatakot yung mundo ng mga panahon na yun, at least napangiti namin sila, napatawa namin sila, or in any way, nabigyan namin sila ng entertainment in the dark times. So, even now, no, because entertainment is very important. And everybody seems to consume entertainment. And then next is to inspire, no? So, that's naman namin ay mga taong sa mga taong nawawala na ng pag-asa sa pag-pursue ng field or nawawala na yung flame sa pagmamahal ng pelikula or sa tingin nila hindi nila kaya to, hindi nila kaya yan. Yung mga contents namin ay nagbibigay inspirasyon sa kanila na parang kahit sino pwedeng gumawa ng pelikula at kaya gumawa ng pelikula. Basta put your mind into it lang. No? And learn to educate yourself and to teach yourself these lessons kung paano ka makakagawa. So we always tend to have contents that inspire people. And lastly, we have contents to pay homage, homage, no. So dito, no, nagbibigay-pugay kami sa mga filmmakers at films na mga that made us yung mga naunang films and filmmakers na us to dream to be. No, so a big chunk of our pages as well as Asian films and Asian cinema. No, so binibigyan namin sila ng platforma na mas makilala sila ng mga tao at mas ma-appreciate sila ng mga tao. So ito yung 5 objective na ini-scatter lang namin throughout a content week, no? Kasi ang page namin produces daily content. So ang next naman is define your brand, no? So simple lang 'to, no. Kasi medyo intimidating yung define your brand, pero if what it only means lang na create content na um the, create content that defines kung ano ka ba as a content creator, na kapag nakita pa lang yung content mo or the unang glimpse pa lang sa content mo, alam na ikaw yung gumawa nun. So engineer Pangalina, how do we do it ba? No? So we do it through colors and fonts, no? And how we design our contents, no? So is makikita mo dito, sa mga colors na brand colors lang namin, umiikot yung mga content na nilalabas namin, except for special ones, no? So indirectly, itong mga kulay na to, pag nakita ng mga tao in their feed every day sa pagpo-post namin araw-araw, nakikilala na nila na okay, gawa ito ng Sine Halina kahit di pa nila nakikita kung ano yung page na nag-post. So very defining siya. And at the same time, dati yung brand font, nung nagsisimula kami, we only just used Montserrat fonts. Isang font lang ginagamit namin, iba-ibang typeface lang. So ngayon, very defined din siya and very kilala din yung typography ng page namin. But now we're in a stage na kilala na kami. So nag-explore kami ng mga new fonts. Nagiging very random kami. So find ways on how to define your brand as a content creator as well. So number 5 is give each other creative freedom. No? So there's many people involved in content creation, but it's really good na nabibigyan niyo yung isa't isa ng creative freedom to do your own art with regards to creating content. No? There's writers, there's designers, there's artists, there's managers, no? There's video editors and animators. No? So it's good na you have one vision, no? But always leave room for creative freedom of each individual one. No? Kasi I feel like that's what makes content unique, no? It's the collaboration of different people with different talents and crafts. And kapag pinagsama-sama sila, it becomes something really great because nabigyan sila ng opportunity na sundin yung gusto nilang gawin sa content. Syempre with proper help and guidance and proper quality checks, no? But with regards to creative content, if you as an individual lang yung gagawa, no? Don't restrict yourself much with the boundaries of what you see in our feed and all, no? Kung ano yung sikat, huwag mong i-box yung sarili mo sa mga yun, no? Always have creative freedom, no? Sundin mo yung gusto mo creatively, no? and ask people about it, no, para mas mag-bloom pa yung creativity nila. Next is be original, no? So, in social media content creation with regards to film, no, ang dami kasing film pages in the Philippines, no? So, um, one tricky thing about when we started was how are we going to be set apart from other film pages, no? So number one we thought of doing was nag-daily posting kami. No, nagsa-start kami every 8 p.m. yung post namin. And ngayon malaki na yung grupo namin. Our capabilities have gone into 3 posts in a single day. No? Meaning sa isang araw, 3 beses kami na nagpo-post. No? So I feel like we are the only film page in the Philippines who posts 3 original contents in a single day. No? So original meaning nanggaling siya sa utak at kamay ng mga members namin. Walang reshare, walang repurpose, walang inuulit na content. Every day is a new adventure in our page. No? So, yung feeling na ini-impart namin sa audiences namin is kaming sinipanghalina. Um, Hindi kami mawawala everyday. Kasama nila kami araw-araw sa passion nila at pagmamahal nila sa pelikula at pamimelikula. So, yun yung one original thing about our page. And nextly naman is we tried to exploring different themes ng content na hindi pa namin nakikita sa iba. No? We became so outrageous na. For example, ayan, ginawa namin ice cream flavors yung mga film, like Call Me By Your Name. No? Ginawa namin yung peach flavor. No, and so sobrang hindi kami nag-box ng sarili namin, and parang we had to go outside the box sobra ng pagka-outrageous ng mga concepts namin, and we really pursued all of them and pinanindigan namin sila. Some worked and some didn't, but still every day tuloy-tuloy pa rin kami. And I feel like that was one of the original things we are able to do in our film, in our current page. No? So, kayo as content creator, siguro when you create contents about film, always remember to be original. No? So it's kind of difficult nowadays, no, because every day, every second, a new content comes out, no. But it's not impossible, no. It's better to not look too much on what has been done and just subukan nyo lang gawin yung gusto nyo, and maybe that's the most original thing you could produce. So yeah.
Sinimbang Halina, nag-start siya as a group, no? Parang for a project, for a subject sa FEU Department of Communication. And now, no, you mentioned that you're composed of around 90 members. Iba-iba ng ano to, no? Iba-iba ng schools. Hindi na lang FEU.
Yes, hindi na po FEU lang.
Oo, so paano yung process as a creative manager, no? Paano yung process na ma-convince sila, no, to be part of the group, and yun, focus sila na to achieve kung ano man yung aim ng group nyo?
Okay, so actually sir, I really don't convince anyone to join the team, no. So meron kasi kaming pinned post na kung gusto mong sumali sa team namin, just fill out this form, and then almost every day may nag-fill up sa kanya, and then in-interview ko lang sila, and then I asked them why they want to join the team, no, and then sumasali po sila. So at sa ganung paraan po lumalaki yung team namin, and yes, they're from different schools, no. Some of them are working, some of them are working students, and some of them are students from different parts of the country, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So, pagkapasok naman nila, para kasing most of try to come in our page po, have already been familiar time na po. And then, when they come in, no, so they are being oriented, no, and po, saka po nila na mas nagagrasp yung goal namin, no, and with working with the other people in the team who have been there longer than they were, no, saka po nila na na-develop yung mas magaling na paggagawa ng content, no, kasi in Sinipangalina po kasi we really don't discriminate with people who come in our organization, no, so we don't really care if the person who is entering has a lot of experience before coming in. No, so ang important lang po sa amin is gusto mong sumali talaga, no? And you feel like mag-enjoy ka dito at ito talaga, gusto mo talaga yung pursue to, and you're gonna be passionate, and you're gonna be ready to learn a lot of things. No? So yun lang po yung criteria po. Okay. Okay. So 7 is be strategic, no? Actually dapat papakitaan ko kayo ng okay, baka pakita ko na lang later, but um not have hindi naman ang ibig sabihin nito is maghanap kayo ng mga social media strategies na gagamitin nyo. Actually, it doesn't matter a lot naman that much, no? What I mean lang with be strategic is kapag yung mga objectives nyo ay more than one, like this one, yung mga present ko kanina, and you have topics that more than one, no? And then gagawa kayo ng page, make sure na spread it out strategically lang, no? So like in television programming, no, with times and days, no, think about anong oras at anong araw mas papatok yung content nyo. If you want, if gusto nyo ng malaking engagement or mas maraming taong makakita, no? But with our team naman, we don't really care much about engagement, but we only just want a lot of, marami kaming ma-reach na tao para mas maraming marating yung information na pinaprovide na. But with regards to creating content, maraming modes on how to see the optimal times of postings, no, just do a little research, and sometimes when your page has run for quite a while, yung mismong Facebook na yung nagsasuggest ng optimal times nyo, no, nagsasuggest siya ng oras na baka ganitong oras mo gustong i-post, no, kasi based on the insights that have come in our that come into Facebook after multiple times of posting, dito niya nakikita na ito yung pinakamadaming tao na nag-engage sa post. So, if gusto niyo mas maging strategic with regards to postings, no, study more about that, no. Pero it doesn't always mean na kapag nag-post ka sa optimal time ay papatok agad siya, no. It really takes actually sa totoo lang, swertihan lang talaga, no? Kung ano ba talaga yung content na papatok, no? Basta, ano to, just be confident in what you produce, and sa tingin mo it's at its best na, no? Then ilabas mo siya using optimal times, and then just see, no? And whatever engagement it gets, no, doesn't always constitute to its value naman, no? So, ano naman yan, ang mantra nga namin is at least may isa lang na magbasa or may isa lang na marating siya, it's fine. So ganun siya. So just be strategic with regards to that. For example, here's our May calendar, no? So kung makikita nyo na in every day, ang sabi ko nga, we have 3 posts a day, no? So pinaplot na, actually this calendar is being plotted before the month comes na, no? For the whole month, no? So this is the first 2 weeks of May and the second week of May, no? So ano lang siya, no? These contents na nakikita niyo mga to, hindi siya plinot lang ng basta-basta, no? Tinignan kung anong araw ba dapat siya lumalabas, and anong oras ba talaga siya mas okay, and kung saan ba dapat siya mas malapit, no? So ganun. So just be strategic with regards to posting, no? So that's how I mean lang. And create a content calendar like this, no? If you are able to if magpupunta kayo in a large scale content production in social media, it's good to have a calendar. And with a big team like mine with 90, dito kami lahat nakatingin, no? And so if you're working with a lot of people or working with a small group, a calendar would always be very strategic for everyone, no? Kasi parang kumbaga in a film, 'di ba, sa script kayo titingin lagi, no? But here, no, dito lang kayo titingin, no, and everybody's on track, no, and walang malilito. Yeah. So my next point is challenge each other naman, no? So we realize na ayun, ang katotohanan sa buhay is kapag hindi ka na nahihirapan, wala ka nang natututunan. So the big thing about the most fun thing then about content creation is it's a never ending learning process. Now, as I've mentioned, content creation gets more challenging every day. It's because nga, sobrang dami na nagkikreate ng content and trends just move left and right, no? Sobrang bilis lang nila. So, always find ways to challenge yourself if masyado ka lang complacent and comfortable sa ginagawa nyo. No? So, in Sinipang Halina, how do we challenge ourselves? No? So, we have this month called Spontaneity Month. No? So, ang ibig sabihin ng Spontaneity Month ay sa buong buwan na yun, ang mga gagawin lang namin ay random content, no? Na gusto namin gawin. Walang program, walang structure, walang anything. No? Kung ano lang gustong gawin ng mga um, kung ano lang gustong gawin ng mga members namin. Also, wala ding restrictions sa font, sa anything, sa aspect ratio ng post. No, bahala sila. No, be as crazy and outrageous as you can. No? Like, katulad nito, it was produced during our spontaneity month. No, is yung Dumb Ways to Die in a Horror Film. No, so our content producer found it very um, found it very quite cool to combine the topic of horror with entertainment. No? So with the objective of to entertain. So ito yung nagawa niyang content. No? So this was an album content with different ways na kasyunga-syungang mamatay sa isang horror film. No? So another thing is kaming team is nagbe-brainstorming kami once a month, no, to always sharpen our minds with each other, no. So itong calendar na pinakita ko kanina were also plotted by the producers who brainstormed about it and strategically plotted it for the month. So ganun siya. So we always have to sharpen our minds with creating content as well. And then number 9 is be updated with trends and work to work to current events. Media is very fast. Need to know what's happening, um, what people are talking about para hindi magmukhang tone deaf yung page nyo or at the same time na kakasabay siya sa takbo ng mundo. No, so if ever na film page din kayo, syempre kayang-kaya pa rin naman mag-adapt sa current trends, no, and current events, no. An example is kapag holidays, no, medyo themed yung contents nyo, like katulad ngayon na magma-Mother's Day and mag-elections. Most of our contents are about mothers and films about mothers and political cinema and political films, no, and people that films that criticize. Sumasabay kami sa current events, no, and with trends and events in a sense lang katulad nito, no, yung sa picture na to, we had the idea kasi na ito kasi yung time na nung April na sobrang init, no, hanggang ngayon naman, no, so we figured na why not let's put international film characters in the Filipino summer setting. So this was also an album content na a lot of people really appreciated, no, kasi it's what commonly nararamdaman ng mga kapitbahay mo at kaibigan mo and mga kapwa Pilipino mo at the moment ng init nga. So and kukombinan mo pa siya ng popular ng films from na very popular films, no, so mas nag-work siya, no. And also in social media maraming mga trends, no, like parang yung seasonally may mga sisikat na memes and types of memes and everything, no, so dapat mag-adapt din kayo doon if you want to produce viral contents, no, na a lot of people will be able to resonate with at the moment, no? You need to work with current events and trends. So yeah, just be very aware, no. I figured na if you are working in social media and creating content for social media, you can't be a person who's aloof or outside social media. You really need to stay current or update yourself. Yeah. And then number 10 is be socially relevant, no. So beside pinakita ko kanina, no, it's also good na your page or your film page is saying something about the social issues that are happening around the world, no, or what you and your teammates feel is right or wrong, no. You have to really say something about it, no. it can be indirectly like our page, no? Parang we try to impart our audiences kasi with good knowledge in a very creative way, in a very creative manner, no? In a way that isn't condescending for them, no? In a way na parang respectful pa din and parang in a way na ma-appreciate nila and ma-digest talaga nilang maayos. No? So, for example, this 1 hour from now at 8 p.m. lalabas tong post na to, yung what is political cinema. No? Um, in time for the elections on Monday. And tomorrow may post din kami about films that raise patriotism. No? So, ganun siya. And we have also a post that is a clip from Liway, no? From Direct Kip Obanda. No, so we always tend to, well, we don't, our page doesn't promote one candidate only, but we're teaching how our viewers can be smart voters, no? Na ah, kung paano, ano to, kung paano maging matalinong mamboboto at ano bang mga values ang dapat natin i-uphold at hanapin sa mga kandidato natin on May 9. So that is just one example, no? But anything that happens, especially in the Philippines, because we are Filipinos residing in the Philippines, our content should speak to Filipinos as well. If yun yung target audience natin. And one way to effectively talk to them is being socially relevant. No? Na wag natin ipakita sa kanila na yung page or content na ginagawa natin is totally unaware of what's happening around our country, no? Or in our environment. No? So number 11 is well, 5 na lang to. So hanggang 15 lang siya, no? So believe in what you create, no? So it's just simple, no? Magiging very hypocritical lang isang content if you yourself, the one creating it, doesn't believe in what you're doing. No? So super hindi siya okay, no? So wag kang gagawa ng content na hindi mo pinaniniwalaan kasi hindi siya come across as genuine, no? So I believe that people won't appreciate it as well because you are appreciating it firsthand, no? Ikaw taong gumagawa sa kanya. No? So parang kang nagluluto ng something na hindi ka naman nasasarapan, no? So parang dapat ano mo na, ina-appreciate mo muna siya at pinaniniwalaan mo siya bago mo siya tulog. No? And I feel like that's very important. No? And people sometimes really forget about. Number 12 is build connections. No, a vast thing about social media creation is you don't really need to create by yourself or by your team sometimes. No, there are a lot of other pages or other organizations or other teams out there who have the same values as yours and pwede kayo makipag-partner sa kanila to create something even more bigger. No, so we had the privilege of partnering with Cultural Center of the Philippines to screen Bayan Ko Kapit sa Patalim and Insyang in time for the elections, no, films by Lino Broca during his birthday. No, so that's one example, no, and that's really grand, no. But we also partner with different school organizations like the FEU Film Society and in any organization that has the same values as ours, no, that have the same urge to promote Philippine cinema, no, ganun siya. Yun, and we're also gonna have now an event with Black Sheep, no, for screening Oda sa Wala, no. So it's really nakakagulat yung social media, no, kasi its bounds are sobrang, di mo malalaman yung boundaries niya, no? So parang magugulat ka na lang na one day parang walang papansin sa post mo and the next day you're partnering with with Cultural Center of the Philippines, no? So it's really really crazy. No, so wag niyo sukuan yung mga content niyo kasi it's going somewhere eventually. So yun. With good intentions, may mapupuntahan siya eventually. So yun. And number 13 is have standards and be wary of quality, no? So syempre, important din naman na maganda yung content na nilalabas mo. Huwag mo kalimutan na wag mo lang i-define yung topic, wag mo lang alamin yung objective. Make sure na yung ginagawa mo ay maganda, no? First off, paano mo ba maka-quality check ang isang content? Paano mo ba masasabing maganda siya? So una at pinaka-basic is ikaw din mismong gumawa, nagaganda ka sa kanya. No? Ganun siya kasimple. No? So aminin mo lang sa sarili mo din na kapag di ka nagagandaan or nagagandahan ka. Then eventually, ikaw yung unang quality checker ng content. Then kapag pinakita mo na siya sa iba or ka-team mo, sila naman ang magsasabi. And you trust them because they're your teammates and they have the same goals as you do. No? Then if nagagandahan kayo lahat, then ilabas niyo sa mundo. Then kung magandahan man sila o hindi, okay lang. No? At least kayo mismong gumawa is nagandahan kayo and you really felt like yung nilabas niyo out there was the best version of it. No? Yun lang naman ang importante. No? You really don't need to please everybody out there. No? Kahit man kaganda, kung gano'n ka good intention ng post niyo, laging may mag-angry, laging may mag-hide. No? Parang, well, that's how the world works lang talaga. But know lang din na bago ka maglabas ng content na maganda yung quality niya in your opinion. Kasi sayang maglalabas ka na lang, no? Make the most out of it. And then second to the last is be genuine and love what you create, no? A lot of people have been, ever since we reached 100,000 followers, a lot of people have been asking our team how we did it, no? Paano namin siya nagawa, no? And to be honest, wala kaming masagot kasi all we really did was love what we created, no? As I mentioned, wala kami ganong social media tricks or strategies na ginagawa. No, I felt like the most best thing about our team is the people inside this organization really love what they're doing and love what they're producing, and in some crazy way that gets transcended into what they create, and then nafe-feel yun ng mga tao pag nakikita nila. So yun lang siguro yung trick na ma-share ko is mahalin yung ginagawa niyong content and be genuine. Just be very genuine with it. And mafe-feel yun ng mga taong makakabasa. So yun. And then last is dream big, no? No content is too big to achieve, no? So parang one day we had this idea na gawa tayo ng content na lahat tayo involved, no? Why not gumawa tayo ng directors roundtable kung saan may um, walong sikat na film director na mag-uusap-usap on one big event. And ito, part 2 na namin tong nasa picture. We did it 2 times, no? We were able to have Paolo Villaluna, Michael Red, and besides this event, sa mga ibang content namin, na-feature din namin si Eric Mati, si Gerald Tarog, si Dwayne Baltazar, no? And the guest din namin si Sasa Girl, si Makoy Dub, si Queen Yasmin, no? So, magugulat ka na magugulat na sa mga na-achieve nyo at dahil sa pagdi-dream big nyo, nami-make nyo siyang possible, no? So, kasi pag nakikita ng mga taong tong maganda naman yung values na ina-uphold nyo sa page nyo and na maayos yung mga content na ginagawa nyo, they will definitely trust to collaborate with all of you and hindi nila kayo aayawan, no? The filmmakers in this country are mostly very friendly and very supportive of beginners, no, of the people who support their industry, no. So if you want to connect with them or create contents with them or feature them in your contents, just message them on their social medias or Instagram, and they will most likely respond. No, from my experience, no, the filmmakers of this country are very nice, no? Mababait sila. No? So we are lucky enough to have collaborated with so many of them, no? And I hope na kapag kayo din gumawa ng content, you're able to do the same. No? So yun. So ayun lang yung 15 steps ko, no? So thank you, no? Or direct me na lang.